Okay, so we're going to see how this works out. The exponents that you were struggling with today was called the power rule, and that's when you just multiply two exponents by one another. What I wanted to suggest to you, I don't know if you've already done this or not, but definitely keep a lookout for those instructional notes that I attach with each activity or each NTI day. Those are really helpful, and if you don't find those helpful, what I suggest to you is go to YouTube, type in Khan Academy in the search bar, and then beside of Khan Academy, search any math topic that you're struggling with. So in this example, you were struggling with power rule, Khan Academy power rule, and something should pop up. That is a great resource. I highly recommend those videos if you continue to struggle. And then again, if this video doesn't help you and you still don't understand, definitely email me back. I'll do whatever I can to help you out. So what I wanted to do is I want to just go over some basic notes and rules for the power rule. If you looked at those notes, you kind of already should have seen this. Your base always stays the same. So here's our situation. Our base is x. X is our base, and it doesn't change. So over here, x is going to stay the same. Now we have x to the a power times the exponent of b. Now, when you have this, x stays the same, and then you just multiply those two exponents. So your new answer would be x, and then whatever the product of a and b is, it'd be x to that power. Now, I'm going to go over, this is the example that you sent me today. Send me the picture of today in the email on iExcel. Now, I know your question was a little different. It said which exponent is equivalent to this problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do this. The first thing I definitely would do, I would always make this your step one. Write your problem out and solve just like it is here. Now, so in this scenario, 5 is our base. 5 is our base, and we know 5 is our base, so it's never going to change. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and write it over here. When we have two exponents here, that's our power rule. What we're going to do is we're going to do 2 multiplied by 8. Now, I'm going to write this out step by step so you kind of see where all my numbers come from, and so you don't get lost. So after I do this step, I have 5. I've written my base out. It's not going to change, and then I multiply my two exponents together. I'll find my final answer, which is 2 times 8 is 16, so 5 to the 16th power. Now, this wasn't an option on your question. If it was, great, but that wasn't the case. So what I want to show you is what you had was the reciprocal of a base of 5 to a power of 16. Now, when you have when it gives you something as a reciprocal, we know that we just do the opposite. We flip them. So the reciprocal of 5 is 1/5. Now, here's the rule with exponents. This can be the tricky part, and this is the part that you almost had the answer correct. All you have to do is you had it as 1/5 to the positive 16th power, and the only thing that's different is when you do the reciprocal of this power, you have to make that exponent a negative. So your answer should have been 1/5 to the negative 16th power. Now, what I want to show you something else. So I'm going to do a couple more examples just like this so you kind of get that idea. If I gave you x to the 13th power, and I said, what's an equivalent scenario to x to the 13th power? You could do the reciprocal, so 1 over x. And remember, that exponent's no longer going to stay positive. It's going to become a negative, so it'd be negative 13. Again, I'm going to show you just a little different scenario. If I gave you 4, well, I'm going to actually do this. If I did 1/4 to the negative 13th power, and I said, okay, tell me an exponent that's going to be equivalent to this scenario, you just do the opposite. So you're just going to keep your base of 4, do that reciprocal. The reciprocal 1/4 is 4. And when you take this out of fraction form, this exponent goes from a negative back to a positive. Okay, so I know that's a lot of information. Please let me know if you need anything after this video. I'll help you as much as I can.